Born in Milches Plain and currently based in the States in Florida. We're still with Craig now, who is the fundraiser for the journey. And we're talking about just a bit about the life of Berry and also the disease that he's caught and just where he is mentally. We've also touched on the walk that he's doing. He's chasing 480 kilometers so far. He's done how much have you done so far?
And this evening it was 185.5.
Yeah,
done.
185, that's 38%.
Yes.
38% of, I'm sharp with my numbers.
You love your numbers, eh?
No, I actually saw it on your Facebook. He's done 38% of the journey. He's still continuing. He's urging everybody to join in. It's a health benefit, and of course, it's something that you would want to do. Now, just back on this, I know there's a benefit concert coming up around the 31st of October.
Correct.
There's something you touched on earlier on about how musicians die poor, and you did say off air that it's something that's bothering you. And as a person that plays, you also play. You're also a musician yourself, and you play at church. And what are some of the things that you are? I don't know. I don't want to use a strong word like hate, but what are some of the things that you don't really like about how the life of a musician turns out to be post playing when they're now at home, when they can't play anymore?
Here's the problem, Pumzi. They can't stop working because the guys,
Yeah.
it's difficult in terms of what they've been paid at restaurants, at clubs. Some of them play in churches as well. They can't make a living of it because it's just on average the guys earn about 700 to 1,000 rand a gig. And that's 3 sets of 45 minutes, so they have to support their families. They have to get to the gigs. Yeah, so it's a very difficult life, especially in Cape Town, and that's why our focus is here. It is very difficult. Very managed in America, but that's a different world.
Yeah.
It's a different culture. The guys are more. It's respected as a professional industry. I think the difficulty in Cape Town is hard, and even in my role with Cape Music Institute, I hope to make a change as a professional.
Yeah.
As a professional in my work career, to bring that kind of values to it. So I think there's two things wrong with the musician's approach on being professional.
Yep.
And then the supporters and the fans. I mean, even with this fundraiser, Pumzi, people are calling me for comps. They want to get in free into the concert.
Oh man, come on.
You get what I'm saying? So that's just, I don't know how we're going to fix it, but I think in a small way, we're going to hopefully we create some awareness.
Yeah, no, I think, definitely small strides, we will get there. And I think the fact that there's something being done, I think for me as a musician myself, I enjoyed hearing, it's comforting to hear someone else saying, as much as you're also a musician, but someone saying, I actually want to do something about how the fact that musicians die poor, no matter how small an impact it is, but I want to start. And using your professional role at CMI to facilitate this is going to be very much helpful. Right, 38 minutes after 5 o'clock, we're just about done with Craig now. 20 minutes to go before the hour 6 o'clock. We are going to pray, so stick around for that and get a bit of a motivation before we go. We're chatting the journey with Craig now. And Craig, let's go back. So you've walked now 38% of your the 480 kilometers.
Correct.
And there's still 12 days to go. You're obviously going to be doing 23. Now you have to do 23 kilometers a day. If not, a lot of people are going to earn money out of you.
Correct.
Okay, so someone's listening at home is saying, I want to be a part of this.
Yes.
I either want to walk with Craig from wherever I am.
Correct.
I want to be a part of this. I also want to go to the benefit concert at the end of the month.
Correct.
But I also want to see how he's doing. Is he going to make it? What's in it for me? Talk to us.
So here's the challenge, everybody. If you want to make 100% return on an investment, this is not a scam. So if you donate today, by 12 o'clock this evening, you donate 100 Rand, 1,000 Rand, 5,000 Rand. And by 5 o'clock on the 31st, I do not complete the 480 Ks. I will refund your money and double your investment. So if you donate 1,000 Rand, and I don't complete 5 o'clock on the 31st, I give you your 1,000 Rand plus another 1,000 Rand out of my own pocket. I don't have that money yet, but I will make a plan.
You're praying that you get the money.
So it's an impossible task. I mean, I have to walk 23 Ks a day, so even maybe lunchtimes at work, I'm going to have to do something there, and hopefully you'll join me.
Compensate, yeah. And the nice thing is that you can walk from wherever you are.
Yes.
And I think just beyond the journey, Craig, you did say that you want to encourage people to walk. Just adopt that as a habit. If you come back from work You park your car, you realize you don't have bread. Just put on your sneakers. Your training shoes, and just take a walk to the shop instead of driving to the shop. And that's how it starts. It starts small and becomes a lifestyle.
Absolutely.
And I think just two final things.
Yep.
The one thing is, you did mention that you also want to do, and these are some of the conversations that we had offline, that you also want to take this thing beyond the Berry the Jenny movement, and just beyond everything. Once the benefit concert is done, you still want to continue and run, but now there's a change. What you want to do is you want to impact communities now locally. Can we talk a bit about that? I know it's something that you're working on.
Yes. So the plan is to continue with the process, but I want to now focus specifically in our local communities.
Mm-hmm.
So and we want to work through churches.
Yeah.
Because the churches know what the needs are, and we don't want to embarrass people, because we do know people have lost their jobs. We do know that Gogos are looking after multiple children, their grandchildren, great-grandchildren. So I want to partner with a few professionals, builders, plumbers, people that can fix things, mechanics, and business people that will walk with me once a week, and will raise awareness, and we'll focus on one family's need in Pumzi, any township, anywhere. If the need is, I need my garden cleaned, or I need my car fixed so I can get to work, we will make that the target, and we'll get that repaired.
Sure.
So we're still working on the concept, but we want to work through churches, but we want to take the link out of a fundraiser, of the organization in between. So we're not going to give anyone any money. We will find the solution for that family. So if a person has a need for food for their home, we will then go and purchase the food and deliver it to the family. So it's going to be small. Pumzi is not complicated. It's not going to be at this scale. But I want to continue giving, and I want to work with people that want to continue giving either their skills or actual money, but on a very, very small scale. But we say this, and I suppose in end of the year, this thing is going to go international, and we want to do, I think the vision is to go into Cape Town and then the rest of South Africa, and then go international with the concept.
Sure. No, that's exciting. I mean, we'll definitely call you in for that. So when it started, and we see how it's going, and of course, hopefully get more people to get involved. Final thing, Craig.
Yeah.
So you've explained everything now. We know the context is Berry. The walk or the journey started because of Berry. It's inspired by his latest album. Also, Berry is someone suffering from, I don't know if it's correct to say suffering from, or who has ALS, which is a disease that affects the nerves. And you've explained that, and you've explained why you're doing it and why you're walking this many kilometers. Now there's an event coming up, a benefit concert, on the 31st of October. It will be amiss of us not to talk about how people can get tickets, where is the event, how can people get tickets, and also direct them to the page. I understand there's a page where people
so you can look me up. I'm also known as Craig Awarenell. I'll explain that at a different show, being from Mitchell's Plain. But you can you just look for the journey, the journey by Barry Stoffberg. You'll get on the page. You can look us up on Twitter, and also on Instagram, and then you can go on to quicket.com and you just look for the journey. The tickets will be there, and it's in fact look for Cape Town Summer Jazz Festival. That's what you must look for on Quicket. The tickets are 170 rand. We're also looking at having streaming available. Obviously, we're observing all the protocols for COVID. And for that reason, it's an outdoor event on the 31st. So get your ticket at 170 rand. You can have an amazing time supporting an amazing cause. And I think and it'll be at a place called the Trekker in Stellenbosch on the 31st, starting at 12 o'clock.
Sure. No, all the best. Thanks for coming through and sharing this worthy information with us. And I think for us, the takeaways is, of course, the reality of this disease that some of us were not aware of. And in fact, I read up that, in fact, 1 in 50,000 people a year would get it worldwide. So absolutely. It's not very known. It's not very common. But when it does happen, it affects, not just the person, but the entire family.
Absolutely.
So thank you for bringing that awareness to us. Thank you also for reaching out to a brother and doing something when you cannot change the situation. But you said, look, I'm going to do something that is hopefully going to make you happy. And he said, okay, I don't want money. I don't want anything. Just get people to play on my album. That will be my gift. You've given a gift, and he's given a gift. So thank you for that. May God bless you. May God bless everything that your hands touch. And I really wish you all the best. We look forward to the event on the 31st. People will go to the page, like the page, and follow up with everything. But also, please, let's get healthy. Let's go out there and walk. Craig, thanks.
Thanks, Vunzi, and to your listeners, God bless.
God bless you.